Today, the flight will be operated on our Boeing 787 aircraft. Your carry-on allowance is then carry-on bag and one personal item. Please place your personal item under the seat in front of you and store your carry-on bag in the wardrobe bin near your seat. If you check your bag at the gate, be sure to remove any spare battery or e-cigarettes. The federal mask mandate remains in place for air travel under the latest CDC guidance. All travelers must continue to wear the mask over their nose and mouth during your journey. Mask is exhaust-vent or valves made together and button-type masks are no longer permitted. Failure to comply with the mandate may result in penalty under the federal law and may not be allowed to fly with us in the future. If you need a mask for your journey today, please see me here at gate 72. We would like to let you know that once you arrive in the United States, public health officials may check the COVID-19 test result or recovery document that you presented during the check-in for this flight. Internet access may be limited on arrival, so we suggest you prepare if you have a digital document by taking a screenshot of this information. Thank you for your cooperation in Massachusetts Committee and for having your passport and document ready for inspection when you arrive in the airport. We appreciate you keeping the boarding lane clear until your group as shown on your boarding pass has been called. If your boarding pass does not have a group number, please board with group 7. Thirdly, we ask that you maintain space between you and other customers, as well as scan your own boarding pass. All of us here at American Airlines are proud to welcome you back to travel. We will begin boarding flight 62 Dallas-Fort Worth in about 20 minutes. 皆様こんばんは。本日はアメリカン航空ダラス行きをご利用いただきまして誠にありがとうございます。当便はボーイング78回などで乗ることになります。機内など持ち込みや手荷物はお一人様一つのほかに身の回りの品一つにてお願いいたします。ご搭乗から座席上の収容棚または座席の下への適切な収納をお願いいたします。両手に荷物をお忘れになる場合には夜の20度電池、電池からを必ずお取り出しください。最新の CDC によるガイダンスにより、すべてのお客様に機内でのマスク着用が義務付けられております。ご旅行中は引き続きマスクで鼻と口をカバーするよう着用をお願いいたします。配布などが通気口に備えたマスク、ネックウォーマー、バンダナタイプのマスクはご利用いただけません。このポリシーに従っていただけない場合には、レポートに罰則の対象となり、今後のアメリカン航空をご利用いただけない場合もございます。マスクが必要なお客様は72番ゲートまでお越しください。連行機到着時に公衆衛生局より着位置にご提示いただいた新型コロナ陰性証明書、会員証明書類を確認する場合もございます。到着空間内のインターネット接続が制限される場合もありますので、電子文書でお持ちのないお客様、電子文書でお持ちのお客様、スクリーンショットでご覧いただくことをお勧めいたします。ダラス空港到着の際には、検査の備え、パスポート等必要されるご用意ください。新型コロナの感染拡大を遅らせるための皆様のご協力に深く感謝申し上げます。お客様のグループ投稿をお客様のグループナンバーをお読みするまではおかけなくお待ちください。ご搭乗の際には前後のお客様と十分なソーシャルディスタンスをお取りいただく。ご自身で搭乗券をスキャンしてください。ご搭乗券にグループ番号で一致のないお客様はグループ7番とご搭乗ください。アメリカン航空職員一同皆様のご宅に旅行していただく光栄でございます。当便はおよそ20分後に搭乗開始いたします。Flight 14, Bluetooth customers are welcome to board Flight 16 to Dallas-Fort Worth. フライトナンバー7のお客様お待たせいたしました。どうぞ搭乗ください。Thank you for waiting. Flight 13 customers are welcome to board Flight 16 to Dallas Fort Worth. フライトナンバー3番のお客様、お待たせいたしました。どちらでお乗りください。Thank you, team. Please, all customers are welcome to board Flight 16 to Dallas Fort Worth. フライトナンバー4番のお客様、お待たせいたしました。どちらでお乗りください。Thank you, team. Please, all customers are welcome to board Flight 16 to Dallas Fort Worth. まだメインボードライン。フライト番号5番のお客様、お待たせいたしました。どうぞメインメニューへご搭乗ください。We now welcome our Advantage members in Group 60 board of Flight 62 Dallas Fort Worth. If you are not a meeting and Advantage member, you can join us at 88.com/no. フライト番号6番のアドバンテージ会のお客様、お待たせいたしました。どうぞご搭乗ください。
Good evening and welcome aboard our flight to Dallas-Fort Worth. If you are seated in the first row of any cabin, we ask that you please place all carry-on bags in an overhead bin for takeoff and landing. You may have your bags during the flight, but they must be stowed for takeoff and landing. As you put your rollerboards in the overhead bin, we ask that you please put them in wheels first. On their sides, this will make room for as many bags as we can get on. Thanks.
ご搭乗のお客様、本日はアメリカン航空60便ご利用いただきまして誠にありがとうございます。本日は満席を予想しております。どうぞお手荷物を2つお持ちのお客様は、大きなお手荷物を地上の手荷物棚、また小さなお手荷物は足元に置いてくださるようにお願い申し上げます。お手荷物の置き場所が必要な方はどうぞ乗務員までお申し出ください。本日のご搭乗誠にありがとうございます。
Boarding is complete. Flight attendants prepare the cabin for departure.
And a good evening, ladies and gentlemen, from the flight deck. This is your captain on behalf of the entire flight crew. I'd like to welcome aboard our flight 60 to Dallas-Fort Worth International Airport in the great state of Texas. We're pretty much all set to go up here. We should be underway on time. And once I'm airborne, at a safe cruise altitude to give you a quick update on the latest DFW weather and our estimated time arrival. In the meantime, I must remind you of a few mandatory items that they asked me to say. First off, our flight attendants, though they do provide a wonderful en route flight service, their primary duty is for your safety and also making sure you comply with federal laws as well. And that includes may not consume any personal alcohol brought on board, and also, unfortunately, the federal mask mandate is still in effect. Appreciate your cooperation and understanding and following their instructions. And in the meantime, once again, welcome aboard, and we'll see you in DFW shortly.
ご搭乗のお客様にご案内申し上げます。ご搭乗機は出発の準備が整いました。まもなく出発いたします。どうか皆様がお座席に着かれ、地上の手荷物棚が閉められるまで、当機はゲートから出発できませんので、どうぞご協力お願い申し上げます。改めまして本日のご搭乗誠にありがとうございます。
Ladies and gentlemen, the aircraft door is closed. At this time, please make sure your seatbelts are fastened. All electronic devices are in the airplane mode. That you've stowed your larger electronic devices. Flight attendants, arm doors, cross-check, stand by for all call.
If you are sitting in an exit seat, please review the safety card in the seat pocket. You may need to open the exit in an emergency. Let a flight attendant know if you are unwilling to operate the exit or do not meet the exit seat requirements.
非常口付近のお座席をご利用のお客様は、お座席前のポケットにあるセーフティーカードをご覧ください。緊急時に非常ドアを開けていただくことがございます。希望されない方やカードに記載されている要件に合わないと思われる方は、乗務員にお知らせください。
The seatbelt sign is on. Please be seated and fasten your seatbelt.
ただいま、シートベルト着用サインが点灯中です。ご着席になり、シートベルトをお締めください。
Once again, good evening and welcome aboard our flight to Dallas-Fort Worth. I'm Julie Burke, your purser. Captain Matt Turner is in command of our aircraft this evening. He's informed me our flying time will be 10 hours and 31 minutes, cruising at an altitude of 35,000 feet. Current weather in the Dallas-Fort Worth area, it's 69 degrees Fahrenheit, 21 Celsius, under mostly cloudy skies. Now please direct your attention to the screens in your cabin for a brief message about the safety features of our Boeing 787 aircraft. Your attention, please.
ご搭乗のお客様にご案内申し上げます。本日はアメリカン航空60便ご利用いただきまして誠にありがとうございます。機長からの報告によりますと、本日のダラスまでの飛行時間は10時間34分、飛行高度は34,000フィートを予定しております。また間もなくしましたら、ご搭乗機ボーイング787安全装置につきまして簡単にご案内いたします。どうか前方のスクリーンをご覧くださいませ。ありがとうございます。
Hello everyone. Thank you for your attention. It's time to get you ready for takeoff. We know you have lots of choices, so thanks for choosing American. We're happy to be your airline. Now if you'll just follow along with me, we'll be on our way. Welcome aboard. Before we depart, here are some important safety instructions. First things first, let's buckle those belts. Insert the metal end into the buckle and pull the strap to tighten. To open, simply lift on the top of the buckle. If you're seated in the premium cabin and your seat is also equipped with a shoulder belt, fasten the belt by attaching it to the buckle until you hear a click. If you're seated in the premium cabin and your seat is equipped with a push button, insert the metal fitting into the buckle and pull the strap to tighten. Then fasten the shoulder belt by attaching it to the buckle until you hear a click. To open, simply press on the button. The shoulder belt must be worn during taxi, takeoff, and landing. And remember, seatbelts should be fastened whenever you're seated, just in case of unexpected turbulence. To get us on our way, make sure your seat is up, all electronic devices are put away, and your tray table is stowed. If you have a carry-on, push it all the way under the seat in front of you. If it won't fit, place it in the overhead bin. If you have a handheld device, please switch it to airplane mode now. You'll find our full electronic device policy in the back of your American Way. U.S. law prohibits smoking, including electronic cigarettes, at any time. Tampering with, disabling, or destroying smoke detectors in the lavatories may result in a fine. U.S. law requires all to comply with lighted and posted signs and crew member instructions. Now let's review the safety card. Please pay close attention, and before you know it, we'll be off. All exits on this airplane are clearly marked. Take a moment to locate the nearest one. Keep in mind, it may be behind you. All exits have evacuation slides to use in an emergency. When directed to exit, jump onto the slide and move away from the airplane. Slides at every door can be detached and used as rafts. You'll find the exact location on your safety card. This aircraft is designed with escape lighting on or near the floor. A sign will indicate you have reached your exit. In the event of an evacuation, escape path lighting will appear. Follow the lights until you've reached your exit. Leave all carry-ons behind. Just head quickly and safely to the nearest exit, and don't forget, it may be behind you. Now, if the airplane loses pressure, oxygen masks will drop automatically. While remaining seated with your seatbelt fastened, pull down on the mask or the red streamer to extend the tubing. The yellow cup goes over your nose and mouth like so, then slip the band over your head to secure the mask to your face. The band adjusts automatically. Normal breathing will start the flow of oxygen. And remember to always put your own mask on first before helping others. Life vests are located either under, next to, or between your seats. To remove the vest, pull the tab or compartment handle to break the seal. For help locating them, see your safety card. Remove the vest from the package like this. Put the vest over your head. Wrap the strap around your waist, attach the buckle, and pull tight. Once outside, pull the tab to inflate your vest or blow into the red tube on the side. In the water, a light on your vest will illuminate. And please, only inflate your vest outside the airplane. If necessary, an infant life vest will be distributed by a flight attendant. The safety card shows how to use it. The crew will now be coming around to do a final cabin check. After takeoff, we'll be back with more information. And if you need anything, don't hesitate to ask. As always, we're here to make your flight great. Because great is what we're going for.
ご注目いただきありがとうございます。そろそろ離陸の時間です。多数ある航空会社の中からアメリカン航空をお選びいただきありがとうございます。これより出発の準備に入ります。まずシートベルトを締めてください。バックルに金具を差し込み、端を引いてください。外すときにはバックルを上げてください。プレミアムキャビンでショルダーベルトがある場合はバックルに金具を装着してください。プレミアムキャビンでボタン付きベルトの場合はバックルに金具を差し込み、端を引いてください。次にショルダーベルトをバックルに装着してください。外すにはボタンを押してください。地上走行中、離着陸時はベルトを着用してください。乱気流が起こることがあります。着席中は常にベルトを着用してください。離陸に備え、座席を元の位置に戻し、電子機器をしまい、テーブルを収容してください。手荷物がある場合は座席下にご収納ください。入らない場合は頭上の収納棚へ。携帯端末は機内モードにしてください。詳しくはアメリカンウェイの裏面に記載されています。アメリカの法律により喫煙は禁じられています。電子タバコも同様です。煙感知器の不正操作や破損行為には罰金が課せられます。アメリカの法律により機内規則及び客室乗務員の指示に従うことが義務付けられています。次に安全のしおりにしっかり目を通しておいてください。すべての非常口はマークで示されています。一番近い非常口をご確認ください。真後ろにある場合もございます。良い旅を。アメリカン航空のご利用誠にありがとうございます。
Flight attendants, please prepare for takeoff.
At American Airlines, your peace of mind is important to us. That's why we prioritize your well-being with our clean commitment, which includes touchless check-in and boarding, regular cleaning and sanitizing high-touch areas on our planes with hospital-grade disinfectant, onboard HEPA filters which completely refresh cabin air every 2 to 4 minutes, and guidance on health and cleaning matters from our Travel Health Advisory Panel. Every day, we continue to take steps to care for you as you travel with us, because you are why we fly.
From all of us at American Airlines, thank you for flying with us today. A special welcome to Advantage and One World members. If you are not an Advantage member, you can sign up at aa.com/join to earn miles for today's flight and continue earning miles with our retail and travel partners. Our Advantage Aviator Red World Elite MasterCard is another great way to earn miles on everyday purchases. Card members enjoy preferred boarding, up to $25 back on in-flight Wi-Fi purchases, a first checked bag free on domestic itineraries, and 25% savings on in-flight food and beverage purchases. You get all of these great benefits and more. Not an Aviator card member? Ask your flight attendant for an application, or you can apply in-flight today at myaviatorcard.com. Shortly, we will begin our in-flight service. We offer a selection of complimentary beverages. Wi-Fi service is available on this flight. Connect to the AA in-flight signal and open your browser. You can access aa.com free of charge to view flight connections and other travel information. If you need to power your device, AC power outlets are located at every seat. While you are seated, please keep your seatbelt fastened and visible to the crew when the seatbelt sign is on, as turbulence can happen unexpectedly. If you open an overhead compartment, use caution, as carry-on items may have shifted during takeoff.
Ladies and gentlemen, if I may have your attention, please. The federal mask mandate remains in place for air travel under CDC guidance for all travelers. As a result, we continue to have additional safety measures due to COVID-19, and we appreciate your attention for a few moments. In the event oxygen mask drop in an overhead compartment, remove your face mask before placing the oxygen mask over your nose and mouth. You must wear a face mask over your nose and mouth and make sure it's secured under your chin or neck during the flight. You may briefly lift or lower your face mask while eating or drinking. Please keep your mask on if you want to sleep so we won't have to wake you. In addition, federal regulations prohibit smoking, including the use of vaping devices at any time on board the aircraft. Electronic smoking devices may not be plugged into any power source, including USB power ports and AC outlets. Also, if you are seated in rows 12 and higher, your lavatories are located behind your seats in the middle of the aircraft. If you do see a curtain closed in front of you, it is your indication that it is a different cabin. Thank you.
Folks, shortly in the main cabin, we'll be around to offer you dinner. We have two choices this evening. We will do our best to honor everyone's first choice. First choice is chicken with mushroom sauce and mashed potatoes. Second choice is a teriyaki pork patty with rice. Once again, we either have the chicken and mashed potatoes or the pork patty teriyaki with rice. Carts will be passing through the aisle. Please watch your feet, elbows, shoulders, and knees as we come by. Thank you.
And ladies and gentlemen, once again, this is your captain. As promised, giving you a quick update as we're reaching our cruise altitude at 35,000 feet. We looks like we're going to be arriving about 35 minutes early, so that's a good news. We are getting a pretty smooth ride. I'll go ahead and turn off the seatbelt sign. However, I must ask, while in your seats, please keep your seatbelts fastened at all times. Also, do not congregate in the aisles or galleys, as this will assist our 9 professional DFW flight attendants so they can provide you a wonderful en route flight service. Thank you again, and hope you enjoy our flight.
The seatbelt sign is on. Please be seated and fasten your seatbelt.
ただいまシートベルト着用サインが点灯中です。ご着席になり、シートベルトをお締めください。
The seatbelt sign is on. Please be seated and fasten your seatbelt.
ただいまシートベルト着用サインが点灯中です。ご着席になり、シートベルトをお締めください。
The seatbelt sign is on. Please be seated and fasten your seatbelt.
ただいまシートベルト着用サインが点灯中です。ご着席になり、シートベルトをお締めください。
The seatbelt sign is on. Please be seated and fasten your seatbelt.
ただいまシートベルト着用サインが点灯中です。ご着席になり、シートベルトをお締めください。
The seatbelt sign is on. Please be seated and fasten your seatbelt.
ただいまシートベルト着用サインが点灯中です。ご着席になり、シートベルトをお締めください。
The seatbelt sign is on. Please be seated and fasten your seatbelt.
ただいまシートベルト着用サインが点灯中です。ご着席になり、シートベルトをお締めください。
And ladies and gentlemen, once again, this is your captain. Give you a quick update. As you can tell, we're in a descent for the Dallas-Fort Worth International Airport. Should be landing in about 30 minutes. The latest DFW weather. Get some gusty winds out of the south. Good visibility underneath some scattered clouds, and Nice warm 79 degrees Fahrenheit. That's 26 in the centigrade scale. I'll be turning the seatbelt sign on here in just a moment for the final time, so that'll be the last opportunity to get about the cabin if you need to do so. Thank you again. I hope you enjoyed our flight.
ご搭乗の皆様、ただいま基地より皆様にお別れの挨拶がありました。当機はあと30分ほどでダラスフォートワース空港に到着いたします。到着に備え、これより次第に高度を下げてまいります。飛行中、頭上の手荷物棚よりお手荷物をお出しになられましたお客様は、この機会に今一度元の収納場所へご収納ください。なお、今しばらくいたしますと、ノートパソコンの電源を切り、収納していただくようお願いいたします。小型電子機器につけましては、機内モードのまま引き続きご使用いただけます。
The seatbelt sign is on. Please be seated and fasten your seatbelt.
ただいまシートベルト着用サインが点灯中です。ご着席になり、シートベルトをお締めください。
Flight attendants, please prepare for landing.
To prepare for landing, please close your tray table and put away carry-on items. Place your seat in the original upright position, with footrest stowed. We will now collect any items you wish to discard. We will be landing soon.
着陸に備えて、お座席のテーブル
To prepare for landing, please close your tray table and put away carry-on items. Place your seat in the original upright position, with footrest stowed. Familiarize yourself again with the location of your closest exit, indicated by green and white signs. We will now collect any items you wish to discard. We will be landing soon. Please remain seated with your seatbelt fastened until the seatbelt sign is turned off. And keep the aisles clear of all carry-on items. Take a moment to check your seat back pocket for any personal items, like tablets and cell phones. When you open the overhead compartment, be careful, as items may have moved in flight. And thank you for choosing American Airlines.
シートベルト着用サインが消えるまで、お座席を離れず、通路を開けてください。シートポケットにタブレットや携帯電話などのお忘れ物がないようご確認ください。頭上の棚を開ける際には十分お気をつけください。飛行中に動いた荷物が落下する恐れがあります。本日はアメリカン航空をご利用いただき、誠にありがとうございました。
Welcome to Dallas-Fort Worth, ladies and gentlemen, where the local time is 3:29 p.m. We ask that you please stay seated at this time and leave the overhead bins closed. Once we have arrived at the gate, please make sure you check around your seat bags underneath the seat, to take everything with you. Once we deplane, we cannot get back on the plane, so you must take everything with you. On behalf of your entire Dallas-Fort Worth-based flight crew, it certainly has been our pleasure having you on board. We thank you for flying American Airlines, a member of the One World Alliance.
ご搭乗の皆様、大変お疲れ様でございました。当機はただいまダラスフォートワース空港に着陸いたしました。ただいまの現地時刻は3月29日火曜日午後3時32分を回ったところでございます。シートベルト着用サインが消えるまでそのままお座席にてお待ちください。またお手荷物など通路にお持ち出しにならないようお願いいたします。一旦降機されますと、保安上の理由から再度機内に戻ることはできません。携帯電話やパスポートなどお忘れ物がございませんよう、お手回り品を今一度お確かめください。これより携帯電話のご使用はご自由でございますが、入国管理室ではご使用をお控えください。本日はワンワールドアライアンスメンバーアメリカン航空、日本航空との共同運航便をご利用くださいまして誠にありがとうございました。機長をはじめ乗務員一同、また皆様と機内にてお目にかかりますことを心よりお待ち申し上げております。本日のご搭乗ありがとうございました。
flight attendants verified, disarm, standby for all call.
And as promised, ladies and gentlemen, we are here exactly 35 minutes early. Enjoy your extra 35 minutes of your time.